Well, good evening or daytime, Russell traders, wherever you may be in the world. I'm David of TradingFibs.com. That's TradingFibz. To give you the Russell recap for May 27th, 2013. Today was a holiday here in the US, so we had limited trading hours. However, it doesn't limit one to getting in the market early in the morning and being able to take a trade off the 25-minute open range, even for the small time. Apologies on the first market analysis from last week. Audio was a little choppy. Got myself a new program, nice new microphone, so should be much better this week. Really only one entry presented itself today. Just a quick orientation once again. I have here in my upper left-hand corner my 5-minute bar on the Russell, and here on the right upper hand corner I have a range bar. These are Heikin Ashi candles with a 5 exponential moving average and a 34 exponential moving average. In the lower left-hand corner here I have the daily pivot support resistance lines, and then I insert the Camarilla pivots in between. I have that set up on another chart as well. And then in the lower right hand corner here I have a 1 hour open range which posts past the 1 hour support and resistance lines. So let's go ahead and take a look at what was the first opportunity that presented over the weekend. Plotted my new weekly pivots. So our new weekly pivot was up above at 987.6. Here we can see the market opened at 984.10. So here's our close on Friday. And then our market opened right here at 984.10. Based on my trading rules, I will not get in usually inside the 25-minute open range. I tend to also want to have hands off in between the gap and the pivot, which I will show you on another chart down below. So you can see price action came up here to the 25-minute open range, peaked above. That wasn't sufficient enough to get in. You could say, well, it broke above at 7:05, so we'll take a look at what else was going on at my other bars that would have not gotten you in. Price came down, finding support at the almost market open, and then really punching above here. So the real first power bar was around 725. So that first opportunity at 705, if we look on a Heikin Ashi, so here I have two opportunities. First of all, the red solid line and the green solid line are the 1 hour range charts, and the dotted ones would have been the limited market time based on the 25-minute open range. As you can see, market continued. This is already market open after, so we really stopped right here on this bar right here. So at 7:05, price was still really, the Heikin Ashi was pretty much, expand this a little bit, Heikin Ashi was still underneath the 25-minute open range. So I would, even though I had the crossover between these two bars, I was not going to enter until this 735 bar. This would have been my first entry. So that taking place at 735, and looking here, that's 725. So between these three bars is when I would have taken that entry. I already had a solid bar coming up. You could have waited. As you can see, price actually dropped down here, even though this would have been a good bar to enter. 735 would have been the opportune time based on the price action on the Heikin Ashi. So even though we had a price reach up almost to the monthly R2 here, coming back, that was really your first solid bar on 740. And you can see that would have been the preferred, this here would have been the preferred bar of choice. And again, price really came up to a high of 987.2 before closing out down at the monthly R2. I could have taken contracts on the way up, exiting along the way, trail stop. Again, limited trading hours would have put you in for a long range day. So here we have on a 5-minute bar again, we're looking at price between CAM H3 and CAM L3. Our market opened up over here and touched the daily gap, so that coordinated with that 735, so that was nice. Break above the daily gap. I'm not in between the daily gap and the pivot, so it's a go. And just taking contracts up on the way up, riding it up, trail stop, and you probably wouldn't have ridden it all the way down knowing you had limited trading hours. Again, here's my 1-hour range chart. It wouldn't have really mattered as much today, but as you can see, price really did come inside the 1-hour open range, and then at 7:35 it was still under, so this would have been another indicator not to get in yet. And as you can see here, 740, that was the nicer bar to break up. So it's really 740 was the ultimate bar, because if you go back to the 25-minute open range, here was at 725 punching above. That's a solid close above, but that is not the only signal. That's the first signal tying in with the Heikin Ashi bar. 735 is 720 or prior to 7 o'clock. That's still under. That's my 735 bar. So I have a 735 bar, which is right here. But my 1-hour open range, as you can see, was at 984.9. And if I go back and I plot that, 984.9. So I would not have entered actually till this bar. Probably taking contracts off first at monthly R2, and then riding up on a runner and see how high I go. Again, I didn't trade this market today, but I like to always take a look at the analysis to see where the setups were. There was a potential here for at least 10 to 20 ticks on a slow day. As you can see, the market has continued the uptrend since the close. And let's take a look at, again, here in my Camarilla pivots between 989 and 981.3. Another nice indicator that I like to use. Oh, by the way, we did close 2 daily gaps here. So very nice. 2 daily gaps were closed. Here's your price bar for today. So we closed the Friday bar and the Thursday bar. So we could take those off. And the other thing that was really nice that I use is the 4 EMA. And as you can see here, 6:30 market opens, 6:56, 7:35. I have my first bar here where the 5 has crossed the 13, the 21, and the 80. So that it was a strong signal as well. And then Heikin Ashi closed out the day. These were all strong buy signals. If you had been in the market early in the morning here Pacific time or East Coast time around 6:30, again the signals started already buying in long with strong upside signals. Market opened up this afternoon sideways and has continued the uptrend since then. So that's our market recap for today, May 27th, 2013. Market opens in the morning. Hopefully, whichever direction we go, we'll always trade with a stop and make sure that we watch that 25-minute open range. Again, you could find more supplemental information at tradingfibs.com. That's TradingFibz.com. Have a good one.